welcome back. My name is Kelly and welcome to your intermediate level power yoga workout. This class is perfect if you already have some experience in yoga, but you're looking to challenge yourself, get your heart rate up, and especially we're going to be focusing on strengthening our core. All you need is your mat, and let's begin. When you're ready, we'll begin in child's pose. Knees open to the edge of your mat, stretch your arms long, and take a moment to tune into your breath. On your next exhale, thread your right arm under your left. Back through center, and then thread your left arm under the right. Return to center and sit on your heels in Virasana. Inhale, and exhale, drop your chin to chest, slowly circle the neck around, finding the full range of motion here, using your nose to trace a circle in the air. And switch directions. Inhale back to center, interlace your fingers behind your back, puff up the chest in a gentle back bend. Option to stay here or bow forward, drop your forehead to the mat and stretch your arms up and back. Inhale back up to kneeling. Take a few wrist circles in one direction, and then the other. Find tabletop, stacking knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Hover your knees just 1 inch off the mat. Draw your belly button up and push the mat away. Keeping your knees hovered, step your right foot back and give your calf a little stretch. You can lean back into it a little bit. Now glide the knee in, forward and back. Left knee is still hovering, just letting that knee slide in and out in a steady rhythm. Last time, back to center. Extend the left leg, give your calf a little stretch. And then here we go. Draw the knee in and back. Everything besides that leg is perfectly still. Keep drawing your belly button up. Back to center, drop your left knee and open up into gate pose, reaching your right arm up to the sky. Right leg is long, arms are in a sideways T, gaze up at your hand. Squeeze and lift from your core to windmill over, dropping your left hand on your shin, and find a side stretch. With control, windmill back around to gate pose, and we'll flow here a few times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, side stretch. Keep the chest open, gaze up at your hand. Inhale, windmill through center. And drop down. This time, extend your left arm and shoot it out of your side body like we do an extended side angle. Good. Last time, inhale, lift up. And exhale over into your deepest side stretch. Inhale, windmill the arms around and step into a plank. Pushing the mat away, draw your navel in and lift your hips into downward dog. Take a moment to settle in here. Feel free to pedal out your legs. Inhale, lift your right leg into three-legged dog, keeping the hips square. On your next exhale, bend the knee and open the hip, letting your foot fall to the opposite side. It's okay to let gravity do some of the work here. Square off the hips, crunch your knee in to touch your nose, and then kick back up into a three-legged dog. Once more, draw the knee in, touch it to your right elbow. Inhale, kick it back to three-legged dog. Exhale, touch the knee to your left elbow, finding a twist. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. And exhale, big crunch, touch your knee to nose. Knee to right elbow. Knee to left elbow. And now straighten the leg, reach your left arm up into fallen triangle. Balancing on the knife edge of both feet. Expand your wingspan, push your arms away from your shoulders. And then step back into a downward dog. Let's do the other side. Open up to a gate pose. Right knee to the mat, left leg is long. Arms are in a sideways T, gazing up at your hand. Inhale and use your core to lift up off the mat. And exhale, find a side stretch. Inhale back through center. And exhale, lower down to gate pose, gazing up at that hand. Squeeze up through center. And exhale, relax, side stretch. One more round, lower down. This time extending your left arm by your ear. And inhale over to the other side, find your deepest side stretch. Then come back to plank. Press back up into a downward dog. Inhale, kick the left leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. On your next exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Then square off the hips, and exhale, tap your knee to nose. Inhale, kick up into three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. And then this time, all three at once. Center, left elbow, right elbow, and straighten the leg, open up into fallen triangle. Keep pushing the mat away, keeping your hips lifted. And step back into a downward dog. Step to the top of your mat and find a forward fold. You can grab your opposite elbows and just let everything hang heavy. Let your fingertips graze the mat as you swing your arms up and then sit into a chair. Keep your hips low and back flat. Good. Exhale, drop into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, step back to plank and chaturanga, lower down. As you inhale, you can come to a cobra or an upward dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, sweep your arms up into warrior one. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we hold here for 5 breaths. On your next inhale, step to the top of your mat and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, swing your arms up. And exhale, Samastiti, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, dive the chest forward. Step back into a downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward and reach the right arm up to the sky in a twist. Option to lower your back knee here and catch your foot pulling your heel in towards your glute. Release the foot with control. Right hand swings around to the inside of your foot for lizard. You can heel toe that foot out to make some room, and then roll onto the blade edge of your foot. You can use your hand to gently push your knee out to the side. Always feel free here to take any intuitive movements. To transition back to down dog, make sure your back leg and your hands are in plank. So you're going to straighten the front leg, foot is flexed, and draw a big rainbow passing through your 3-legged dog, and then slowly lower the foot down. From downward dog, lower down onto your elbows for dolphin. Option to walk your feet in a little bit closer, and we hold. Engage through your shoulders, pull your navel in, and draw your heels down towards the mat. Walk your feet back into a forearm plank so that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows. And then shift onto your right forearm and open up into a side plank. Push the floor away and we start with hip dips. Quick tap down and pop right back up. The floor is lava. Keep it nice and controlled. Last 2, and 1. Now take that top arm and thread the arm under and reach it back up to the sky. You're finding a twist here, arm and shoulder coming all the way through. Keep on going. Last 2. And 1. Reach the arm high, and final hold. Keep your hips lifted. And then go ahead and drop down onto your belly in Sphinx pose. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Gradually slow down your breathing. Bring your arms to a W shape in line with your ears, and inhale, lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, lower down. Keep it going. Inhale up and lower down. Press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Lower body stays engaged here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Last 2. And 1. Lower everything down to the mat. Arms are in cactus. If your head is turned to the left, bend your left knee and roll over onto your side for a broken wing. Giving that shoulder a stretch, relaxing your back muscles. And roll back through center, other side. Turn your head to the right, bend your right knee, and roll over onto your side. Roll back through center, press back into a child's pose, and take another quick moment to return to your breath. Now coming to tabletop, tuck your toes, hover your knees just off the mat, squeezing your core, and then press up into a downward dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up, keep the hips square. Exhale, touch your knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick up high in the sky. Slowly shift your weight forward into a one-legged plank, floating your leg and hold. And then slowly lower down. You can move your right hand to the center of your mat and then open up into a side plank. Lengthen the span of your arms, take up as much space as possible. Option to hover your top leg into star. Option to use peace fingers to grab your big toe, and balance. Wherever you are, keep on lifting your hips. And come back to a plank, lower down into a child's pose. Take a breather. When you're ready, press up into a downward dog and we'll take it on the other side. Left foot steps forward, left hand reaches up in a twist. Option to lower the back knee and catch the foot, pull the heel in towards your glute, stretching that quad. Release the foot with control, swing that arm inside the foot for lizard. Heel toe your foot out to the side to make some room, roll onto the blade edge of your foot. Again, you can use your hand to gently push your knee out to the side. We're taking that rainbow transition back to downward dog, so make sure your hands and your back leg are in plank, and then straighten the front leg, flex the foot, draw a big rainbow, pass through your three-legged dog, and slowly lower the foot down. Beautiful. Lower down onto your elbows for dolphin. Option to walk your feet in a little bit closer. And now walk your feet back into a forearm plank so that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows. And then open up to the side into a forearm side plank. Keep pushing the mat away and start taking your hip dips. Keep this steady and controlled, quick tap and pop right back up. Last two, and one. Top arm reaches up high and exhale as you thread the arm under. Remember to really twist here, bringing those shoulders close together. Hips are staying nice and lifted. Last two. And one. The arm reaches up high. We're holding here. Stay with your breath. and lower down onto your belly. Option here to take Sphinx again, or you can press up onto your hands for Cobra. Lower your chest down, bring your arms to your sides, and inhale, lift your chest and legs into locust, really squeezing everything together. Hold here, and then bend your knees, grab onto your feet, and kick into your hands for bow pose. Keep kicking and lifting higher and higher. Option to rock forward and back on your belly with control. And go ahead and relax, lower down. Hike one of your knees up towards your armpit. You can rest your head on your hands. You can also curve your upper body towards that leg if that's more comfortable. Just take a moment to relax and breathe. And we switch over to the other side. Roll back through center, press up into a downward dog. Inhale, kick up your left leg, keeping the hips square. Exhale, crunch, touch your knee to nose. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. One more time, kick up. And exhale as you slowly shift your weight forward into a one-legged plank, floating that leg and slowly lowering it down. Move your left hand to the center of your mat, open up into a side plank, really pushing the mat away. Again, option to hover your top leg in star or to use your peace fingers to hold onto your big toe. Stay with your breath. Beautiful, back to plank, and take one last chaturanga and lower all the way down to the mat. Press back into a tabletop and then transition to a seat in the middle of your mat. Final push, lift up your legs in boat pose, arms and shins are parallel with the mat, draw your belly button in and keep holding. And then we're going right into Russian twists, only 6 on each side here. We're almost there. Give it your all. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to boat pose. Straighten the legs, one last push. And then slowly as possible, lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Beautiful job. Let's cool it down. Hug your right knee to chest. Give it a big squeeze. Now straighten your leg. You can hold onto your calf, your ankle, or peace fingers can hold your big toe. And now open the hip, drop the leg to the side. You can hold onto your foot if that's more comfortable, and your arm can come out to a T for stability. Back to center, and let's do the other side. Squeeze that left knee to chest. Straighten the leg. Give your hamstring a nice stretch. And then holding onto your foot or your toe, open up the leg to the side. Arm can come to a T. Come back to center and find banana pose. Drop your legs to one side of your mat and then curve your body. Your arms can be bent and relaxed overhead. And switch over to the other side, curving the other direction. Back to center, let's do one more passive stretch here. Kiss the soles of your feet together for reclined butterfly. Let your knees fall open. Hands can rest at your sides, or you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just notice the rise and fall with every breath. And finally, straighten your legs out into Shavasana. Arms can rest at your sides. Allow your body to melt into the mat. Every muscle is relaxed, including your jaw, tongue, and facial muscles. When you're ready, begin to introduce small movements in the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and turn onto one side. You can use your arm as a pillow. Keeping your eyes closed, find your way to a comfortable seated position. Let's finish class as we always do by placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale for longer than you inhaled. One last time, inhale. And exhale, let it all go. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for moving with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.